Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling? It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley, and today we are here to discuss The Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode 12, which is the finale episode. Yes, hey Empress Eve, thank you for the super chat. I can't believe it is a season's already over. First time I've been to every live for a season. It was so fun. Yeah, we had a good time. I have to say, y'all, the Rhode Island lives have been top tier. I think that we have had some of the most iconic moments. The infamous hat gate came out of these Rhode Island lives. So yeah, we've had a good time. Great season. I have thoughts about this finale. I think a lot of you guys probably feel the same way. But for season 2, I don't want to hear anything more about Rulla and Brian unless they've divorced. I don't care. I enjoyed the finale, but the finale kind of fell a bit flat because we're dragging out a story that we don't care about. It's hard to care when the victim has checked out and they're delusional. So it's like it's not even fun to watch anymore when it comes to Rula and Brian. Like nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, personally speaking, this episode for the finale did not have to be a supersized episode. I was shocked that it was 75 minutes. It could have been the regular hour. We didn't need a supersized episode. That's just me. Yes, it is frustrating. We see each other. Hey, Dorothy, thank you so much. Hey, come on in, y'all. Oh, oh, oh. I thought it was just me. You thought it was a below average finale too? Okay, we see each other. I was trying not to be so harsh because every episode so far has been a 10. But yeah, the finale, it didn't hit the way it should have. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting this. Like, okay, we feel the same way. Like, all right, we feel this. Okay, you said the finale was whack. Agreed. Finale could give away more. Okay, no, it's true. Like, it kind of ended on like yeah. We see each other. Hey, Dark Child 99, thank you for the super chat. Good afternoon, Brooke. The Rhode Island reunion sneak peek came out today. Yes, I saw that. I saw the reunion sneak peek. It's a two-parter. It looks like Rula is still in denial. Yes, I'll be talking about Shamia's interview with Carlos King another day. I need to watch it. It just came out, so I saw that. I know she's crying about Portia. I'm gonna tune in sometime later on today. We did not need to keep that extra scene to watch Rula keep living in delusion. I felt the same way. It should have ended at the dinner table. I agree. Yes, there was a lot of filler. There was. Now, okay, y'all said Gerald was in the finale. Gerald was in the interview with Shamia. What was he saying? Gerald doesn't talk. So what was he saying to Carlos King? I'm sure I can almost bet you, if for all of y'all who saw Shamia's interview, when her husband came on the scene to say a few words, literally a few words, I can almost guess it went like this. Carlos King, hey Gerald, how are you? And he said, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, okay. I can almost bet you that Gerald said 3 words in that interview. Please don't get my hopes up. Okay. Oh, he said, yeah. That's what he said. Oh no. He said 4 sentences. He shows up at the end, honey. Gerald was there for what? He doesn't even want to film on the show. Carlos tried to trick him into talking about Jarvis, but Shamia stopped him. 4 sentences. No, he was talking. Brooke, you were spot on. Okay, thank you. Because I know that he did not talk and open his mouth to Carlos King. He said, hi, Carlos. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't think Jarvis exists. Brooke, you take me out with that Gerald impression. Oh my gosh. He said nice things about Shamia, showing 12 to 32 with that fake half smile. Shamia says, sit and don't speak. I love your Gerald impression. Shamia and Gerald are Jarvis. Yeah, they paid for the dental the dental work that Kelly got done, if I had to guess. Because y'all said that the girls on Reddit said that they spotted Kelly at the airport with the name of the dentistry on a t-shirt. So it was free promo and nobody gave her any money for the teeth. It was free dental work. So, hey, Steven Nieves, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Brooke, hello from Orlando. Hot as hell here. Oh, have a good time. Have the best time in Orlando. Hey, Rich the Fish, thank you for the super chat. Foster Fiend needs to leave Queen Rulla alone. Oh, are you talking about Joellen? Is that who you're talking about? I mean, one, that's not nice to say that about if that's who you're talking about, Joellen. Nobody's bothering Rulla. Rulla needs to be mad at Brian. He stood before God and took vows to be faithful to her, and he broke his vows, which is a serious offense. So, if anybody's gonna be mad and needs to leave Rulla alone, it's Brian. Period. End of story. I'm confused as to how folks are mad at Joellen. Joellen is giving her the proof that she asked for. Rulla is delusional and desperate. No shade. Like, no shade. No shade. Hey, Jacob. Thank you for the super chat. Shamia is going to be fighting for her life at the reunion. I agree. Y'all, let's keep it cute when it comes to referring to the women. We don't have to be out of pocket when it comes to the women. You might not like somebody, but you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it cute. All right. Yeah. Just again, I don't know how anybody's mad at Joellen more than they're mad at Brian. Period. So let's keep it cute, y'all. Let's keep it cute and fun. Let's not get crazy. Like, I'm never disrespectful about any of these women. I say my stuff. I don't call anybody out their name. Let's keep it cool. We are a fun group. We don't go low over here. Let's keep it cool. I run a fun establishment. All right. Let's not get low. Let's not go overboard. Let's keep it fun and lighthearted. All right. All right. Yes. Just cute little shade, light shade. Keep it cute. Keep it fun, y'all. So let's Rulla is not delusional about her marriage. She'd rather not discuss it on TV. Well, that doesn't make any sense. You don't come on TV. If you come on this show, do you understand that when you come on Housewives, to be a full-time housewife, they tell you that you must discuss your marriage, okay? And Rulla was supposed to be a friend of the show, and according to Joellen, it was told that she told production that she was willing to show her marriage and talk about all the warts and all the nonsense. So just so we're clear, that statement doesn't make any sense because you don't come on TV for privacy. If you want to keep your marriage and all your nonsense a secret, you don't come on TV. But Rulla wants to be famous. She wants all the clout and the notoriety, and she's willing to put this on TV for us to see, and we're allowed to comment on it. Period. End of story. So that, again, I'm not trying to be funny, but that doesn't make any sense. You don't come on TV for privacy. So, Rulla's people, I never seen you before either. I've never seen you before either. You're new here. So, yes, private people do not go on reality TV. And you know what's funny? Rulla was the only one that I didn't speak to at the premiere party. I didn't say this, but her vibe and her energy from her and Brian, their energy was really weird. Like, I wanted to say hi to them, go up to them, but they were always surrounded by people. But her energy was kind of off because at one point she kind of looked at me, gave me the once over. It was kind of weird. I was like, okay, girl, I'm here to say hello and meet the cast. Very strange. She wasn't even in the first episode, so nobody even knew about the drama going on. But her vibe in person was a bit off. And, so Rulla, if that's you in the comments, keep it cute. Keep it cute. You let them know, Jameer. Let them know. We run a tight ship over here, honey. Rulla knew what she signed up for. Child, please. Privacy on reality television. I'm confused, honey. Rulla got her, honey. The Rulla got her people out, honey. Rulla loves to have her people out. You said, Osmond, where's the disclaimer? Please, honey. I can imagine a very defensive energy. Yes, and it was funny because I remember thinking she wasn't even featured in the first episode. We watched the premiere episode there at the party. So I was thinking she wasn't even featured in the first episode. So I had no idea that it was, that what was brewing with her storyline. So I just saw her energy was really odd. Remember how I told you Jessel's energy was odd at BravoCon from New York? The same energy. She looked me up and down like this. It was weird. I said, maybe she's not around. Maybe she, I don't know if it's because of this. I don't know what it was. Because I was like, at these Bravo events, I'm usually the only chocolate chip in the cookie, so maybe just shocked to see, one of us in the room. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe she was giving me a once over because of the shoes. I had my 6-inch Louboutins on. Maybe that was it. But I don't know. Her energy was strange. It wasn't welcoming. I'll say that. It was not welcoming. So, child. It was just very, it was her energy. Everybody else was lovely, but she was the only one that I said, okay. Hey, Roosevelt Scott, thank you for the super chat. Come on here. You see me. Thank you so much. Looking good, sis. Thank you. Joellen did right by letting it go because Rulla's not ready to receive truth regardless of proof. Yes, Rulla is in denial. She wants to keep this marriage by hook or by crook, and she's angry that they know about it versus being mad at her husband who stepped out and broke his family up. It's very sad. Hey, Shady, reality TV reviews. Thank you for the super chat. I would want a friend like Joellen telling me from the jump if my hubby was cheating. That's a good girlfriend having your back. But this is why I always advise people to keep your mouth shut. You have a lot more women are like Rulla than folks want to believe. So, because a lot of women in real life, not on the internet, everything sounds good. Oh, girls, women supporting women. On the internet, that stuff is cute. On the internet, it's cute to say, oh, I don't want a man. I don't want to be married. I don't want a boyfriend. But in real life, the girls want a man. Okay, let me get off of that. But I say all that to say that the internet is not real life. In real life, a lot of women do not want to know. A lot of women are more like Rulla than they would have you believe. So I keep my mouth shut. If I see something, I'm not saying something. Because if I say something, it's going to open a can of worms and you're going to be upset. So, yeah. All right. People say they want to know all the time until they know, and now they're mad at you and they want to fight you. So a few of y'all shared stories of how you did tell a friend that her man was cheating. And one of y'all said that, I think, your friend pulled a gun out on you. Another one said that the boyfriend tried to do something to you. A mess. So stay out of people's business. If you see something, don't say something, because 9 times out of 10, the woman already knows that her man is stepping out, and she wants the man so bad. Nobody can say anything. So don't say, mind your bit. Exactly. Don't say anything. So, all right. Child. So y'all shared your stories in the last. We talked about this a few episodes ago, a few recaps ago on Rhode Island regarding this whole thing, and y'all came out the woodwork with stories about how friends were trying to set you up and all sort of stuff because you told that their husband or boyfriend was cheating. So yes, women don't want to know. So please keep your mouth shut. You said you learned the hard way. Yeah, don't say anything. My friend was dating a guy, found out he had a girlfriend. She dumped him and his mom threatened her. Damn. They always end up being mad at you. It's true. Yeah, no, it's true. It's very true. It's very true. It's so true. It's like, don't say a word. A friend tried to fight me before, for trying to look out. I couldn't believe it. No, it's true. Yes, it's true. They do. No, that's very true. This is very good point. Outing cheating is like outing sexuality for some people. They might want to delete your history. It's very true. So, not my zoo to keep is my motto. That's very true. you care more than they do. Yeah, you can't care more than somebody else cares. So don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut. Stop trying to be a good Samaritan. Stop thinking, oh, I'm gonna just tell my friend. She needs to know. Don't say a word. Keep your mouth shut. That's how people have lost lives saying something. Yeah, it is dangerous territory. All right, y'all. Let's get into the finale, okay? Not gonna hold y'all. We're not really gonna be going like scene, like we're gonna go scene by scene, but it's not gonna be me going over every little detail because again, this finale didn't give what it was supposed to be giving. Like it was just all right. Like it was kind of dry. They could have wrapped this up 2 episodes ago. No shade. All right. So we started off, everybody's packing for Block Island. They're doing a couples trip. So it's the husbands coming too. I thought it was cute. Alicia's at home packing with her daughter and her mom. And she's like, Selena, are you going to miss me? And the way Selena looked into the camera and looked like, Mom, girl, please, you're only going for one night. I'll be okay with grandma. It was so cute. Her daughter is adorable. So now we have Kelsey at her place. She's packing up and she's on the phone with Liz. Kelsey says Block Island's one of the most beautiful places in Rhode Island. The perfect place for all of us to talk things out. So now she's like, Liz, how do you feel about Joellen coming? And Liz says, I told you on the beach the other day, what comes, comes, what goes, goes. I don't know what that means. Liz, you talk in circles a lot. Like all these little sayings and euphemisms that make no sense, girl. I'm like, what are you saying? A lot of times Liz rambles. And Liz, it's no shade. Now, Liz, I saw that you made a video. You're upset at how you were portrayed in these last few episodes, and you're mad at the backlash. Andy told y'all when you guys first came on the scene. Andy told y'all in that group sit down when y'all were in the clubhouse after that premiere episode. He said, "Listen, don't take it to heart. You're never as bad as they say you are. Like, let it pass. Everybody gets the villain edit at some time." Liz, the backlash that you got for your antics in the last 3 episodes was nothing compared to what other housewives have gotten throughout the years, okay? It was light work. Like, take it on the chin. I understand that folks do go a bit crazy. That's not acceptable. But in terms of like backlash, so many housewives have gotten it so much worse. They've gotten a real villain edit. Your villain edit was light. Like it was light work, slight work, if I'm being honest, girl. If you want to keep on this show, I'm going to need you to build up a thicker skin because, girl, we have seen folks get it and they are still on the show ticking and happy. So you did it to yourself, Liz. Stop acting stupid. I was wondering if Liz speaks Rhode Island or something. Liz is doing too much. Congrats on this new journey. Dust yourself off and try again, Liz, especially the black ones. Liz, please, honestly, light work. Liz, you are being messy and doing too much. Liz is not ready for a bad edit if this has her bothered. Yeah, no, she's not ready. She's not. So now, and if we're being honest, we've all sort of forgotten about the whole homeless situation anyway. So we've moved on. Move on to Liz. I promise you, in the grand scheme of scandals, when you have real villains who are still going, I mean, Tamara gets blasted every season on OC. Vicky Gunvalson, like, listen, the girls have really been blasted for a lot worse. So if they can get through it, Tamara is still on the show 16 years later, happy, doesn't give a damn about what we say about her. If she can get through what she gets through, you can get through this light work of a scandal. And it's already been blown over, respectfully. So now she says that she's not going to let things bother her on this trip. And if I'm being honest, I was really over this whole entire feud between Joellen and Liz. It felt like they were both kind of trying to stretch this out for some drama. And it's like, like certain feuds and certain beefs and arguments just aren't that interesting for us to keep rehashing the same thing. Like we're beating a dead horse and the horse is boring. We don't care. So Kelsey says, I hope that this trip can be a fresh start. It'll be nice to see Rulla coming on the trip because she's been MIA. When I tell you Rulla gets one of the worst attendance awards across the board for any Housewives shows, We have yet to see a full-time housewife film less than 50% of the season. Rulla was MIA for the majority of this season. I mean, we had 12 episodes in total, and Miss Mamas was in a whopping total of 4.5, 4.25. I wonder if she still got the same pay as the rest of them, but I digress. She says, if I can make up with Rosie, they can make up with each other. So now it's the day of the trip. We have everybody arriving to get the ferry. And Rosie says, I made it clear with Kelsey, I don't want to be her friend, but I am cool with coexisting. She says, I'm just here to have fun. What's the worst that could happen? So now we see Liz saying that it's a special island because they got engaged and married at Block Island. We do see Joe Ellen. When Joe Ellen and Gary pull up, Joe Ellen does hug Liz. Liz was acting all weird and awkward. The way she kind of stiff-armed Joe Ellen, like didn't want to give her a full hug and kind of being all dry. Liz, this fight between you and Joe Ellen is not that deep for you to be that mad. Like, it's respectfully. I don't want to invalidate somebody's feelings, but the whole thing with that, like, you know, like, I don't want to hug her and acting all standoffish. Girl, like, when I tell you the audience doesn't care anymore about this fight between y'all, you might as well make up for the sake of the show because it's just not that interesting. Just saying. Also, Rosie, I like that the color of Rosie's Chanel bag in this scene. That Chanel bag was it. She looked good. I like the outfit was cute too. So now we finally see Joellen says that her goal in this trip is to move on with Liz. It's like an abusive relationship that she keeps going back to, just like her mom. She wants her mom to love her. So now we have everybody's there waiting on Rulla and Brian to get there. And so they bring up the whole party. They bring up Rulla's party. And Joe Ellen says, I haven't heard anything about the party. I want to get caught up. She says, I'm fine being here with Rulla. It's Brian that I have the issue with. So now we see Rulla and Brian arrive. Rulla does give Joe Ellen a hug. She says, I have mixed feelings about being stuck on an island with Joe Ellen. I'm not knowing what card she's going to potentially pull next. Rulla, I think that it is a true shame that you are hell-bent on blaming Joe Ellen for what your husband did. You cannot be angrier than anybody but your husband. That man stood before God and your families and said that he would commit himself to you for a lifetime. He has broken his vows. How you're talking about, I don't really want to be stuck on an island with Joe Ellen. I would not want to be stuck on an island with Brian. Your husband stepped out. Be mad at him. It should be awkward around him, not anybody else. And you sound crazy and you sound like a pick-me and you sound desperate and delusional. And it's no shade, but I'm just like, I cannot stand women who want to blame everybody else, but not the cheating man. It's wild to me. Yes, I was so happy that Rosie called her out too at that dinner. Thank God. I think Joanne bringing it up every 5 minutes. But the reason why she's bringing it up because they're calling her a liar. I think that listen, a few episodes ago, I did say, Joellen, stop bringing it up. If this woman wants to sit up here and keep her head in the sand, let her do that. I do see Joellen's point. If you call me a liar, now I am hell-bent on proving to you that I'm right and you're the one wrong. Like, I think that folks need to realize it's okay to just keep your mouth shut and just say, you know what, girl, you got it. You're so hell-bent on proving that she's lying, not knowing that that's going to rev her up even more. If you want to really play reverse psychology, you would say, you know what, Joellen, you got it. I'm going to stand by my man regardless. You're right. You got it. He did it. It is what it is. You would take the wind out of Joellen's sails if you would just concede and say, you know what, girl, you got it. Just human nature, reverse psychology, you're better off just saying, you know what, you got it, you're right, versus saying, well, I'm a liar, because now the other person has a point to prove. They have an axe to grind that they're the ones in the right and you're in the wrong, in my humble opinion. So I don't know. Yes, it's them calling her a liar. She's not letting up. I agree. Yes, I understand, Joellen. Yes, and think about it. They also tried to get her fired. You're like we're forgetting about that huge piece. You tried to get her fired. And especially in this economy, I'm on your behind if you try to get me fired. Like, are you serious? That was low down, and she has not gotten an apology for that. There's been no proper "I'm sorry, Joellen, I was wrong for that." So no, I'm not mad at Joellen for keep having her foot on their necks about this, because no, you try to get me fired and then call me a liar. No, it's up from the before I get an apology, I'm going to be on your ass from now until I don't know when. So I'm on Joellen's side firmly. Period. Because you have me messed up. You want to mess up my livelihood over your cheating? No, ma'am. So I understand Joellen. Joellen has not done anything wrong, in my opinion. So, and honestly, they really did spare Rulla and Brian, because in real life, if those cameras were not on, Gary probably would have went upside Brian's head. Because you called his wife's job. Are you serious? So Brian got off easy, because other people would have had Brian in the hospital or 6 feet under for doing that. Because a quick way to lose your life or almost lose it is to mess with somebody's money. So Brian got off real easy. Just my 2 cents. He needs to apologize. End of period. End of story. Brian is a loser and a coward, and Rulla is delusional. And I said what I said. So now they're on the ferry. They arrive 1 hour later. Ashley says that Block Island to Rhode Islanders is their Caribbean. Rulla says that Block Island is special. They have endless coastline, quaint homes, great restaurants, great seafood. So now they arrive. They're at the beach resort, and it was really nice because Kelsey had cabanas all set for them. Really nice, right? Now, they must have picked a really windy day, because it was super windy. The water was choppy. They were kind of cold. I said, you guys are still in summer. It's still summer, and it's cold and choppy. I was like, a mess. So they're greeted. They get their drinks. They're sitting in the cabanas. And now Joellen's like, hey, Liz, can we just go off to the side and take a walk? So they go off to the side. They sit down in the sand and talk. Joellen says, I miss you. Liz says, agreed. Joellen says, a lot was said. I want to move past it. I think we have a genuine friendship, don't you? So Liz says, yeah, we do. Joellen says, I just wanted to check in with you because I thought I was going crazy. I just want to move past everything that's happened. And Liz says, I feel the same way. I don't want to rehash this. We don't have to go over the whole entire conversation. It was really a nothing burger. I lost interest in the Joellen and Liz fights 2 episodes ago. Not going to hold you. Like, again, sometimes the feud just isn't that interesting. And I kind of lost interest. I just don't care anymore. So we don't have to go over the meat and potatoes of what they said. And she said, I'm sorry. And I said, I'm sorry. And she said, they said, I'm sorry. They squashed it. They hug it out. It's cool. We can move on. I will say this, though. What ticked me off was when Liz said, I was just angry when you said that I hurt you. Like, now we're entering the danger zone. Liz, you pulled that woman's chair and you kicked her chair. For you to sit up there and say that she was putting you in danger by throwing that out there, it's the truth. When they play the tapes back, when they run that footage back, ma'am, it's going to show that you did indeed kick her chair. Okay? So for you to act like, I was so appalled that you would say that, like we're in the danger zone. Babe, you put yourself in the danger zone by not keeping your feet to yourself. So that was the only thing that pissed me off. Like, I said, Liz, enough. But, I'm happy they resolved it. I don't want to hear any more of it. I think that Alicia's commentary is hilarious. When they were talking about Billy was in the water, and he came out of the water, and Kelsey was like, oh, Billy's in good shape. So Alicia says, yeah, he thinks that he's Baywatch over there. He has a big old ass, and his pants are always falling down, and his crack is always out. I was like, oh my God. Now, you know what? Let's move on. I was laughing at Kelsey saying that he was in such great shape. I said, let's move on. Between Kelsey saying that Billy's in great shape and Alicia saying that at home his pants are always falling down and his big ass and his ass crack falling out. I said, a mess, honey. Alicia's hating because Billy is caked up, honey. He is double cheeked up on a Tuesday, okay? Yes, honey. Very much sure, Jan, okay? Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys are so funny. Y'all have me screaming. I said, let's just move on, honey. Kelsey looking for some money, honey. I like Alicia. Oh, Billy caked up because he's so stingy. Oh no. All right, y'all. So now Rulla says, before Liz and Joelle come back to join us, I do want to thank you guys. I know I haven't been around a lot. I haven't been feeling well. And now Rosie cuts in and says, what do you think the stress was from? So Rulla says, from work, having my chops busted about my marriage, everything came down on me. Rulla, your chops are not being busted about your marriage. People are simply saying, hey, girl, just so you know, your husband is still cheating. He's like, we saw him yesterday with the mistress. He's over here lying to you, but with his mistress. Folks are trying to help you out because this man is putting your family in jeopardy. He's putting your health in jeopardy. Okay? If he's over there having unprotected sex with his mistress and then coming home to you, folks want to help you out, ma'am. But yet you want to say that folks are busting your chops. I said, Rulla, I'm not trying to be mean, but I just don't care anymore. I really don't. Like, I think that she's very frustrating. And I just, she's really getting on my nerves. I can't take this. At the end of the day, be mad at your husband. It's your husband's fault. Your husband owes you loyalty. I don't understand. So now, Rosie's asking if she's been able to talk to Joellen. Rulla says, I haven't spoken to her since Polo. She says, I'm not stupid. I'm very well in tune with everything going on. There's always a story behind a story. Girl, shut up. You have more excuses for this man. This is crazy work. I see why men dog women out. I really do, because you have women who are willing to be a fool just to say they have a man, just to say that they have a husband. Because for you to say that is wild to me. So now she says that Joellen's not giving the impression that she's her friend because you're collabing with people behind the scenes and stirring up info. Okay, girl, I'm done. I'm not, Rulla, I'm about to block out your scenes because I just don't care. She says, put yourself in my shoes. If somebody did that to you at a public event, and Rosie says, I get that, but I also want to see that. She says with Rulla, we're realizing that she does not want to accept reality in the situation. Ignorance isn't bliss. Give me the information. So now Rulla says, if you're my friend, mind your business, leave it alone. I'll handle it. That's it. End of story. That's why I always tell y'all, do not tell a friend if her husband, fiance, boyfriend is cheating on her, because 9 times out of 10, they already know and they want to keep their head in the sand. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say a word. So now we have Joellen and Liz come back to the cabana. They take some shots, have some more drinks. And we see Gary and Billy at the bar talking. Billy says that people give us a hard time about not being married. We know that him and Alicia have been engaged for 9 years. Billy says, I feel like she feels like I let her down. He says that he's not romantic. One thing I'll say, I'll never understand why people don't go for people who want what they want. Like, if you know that romance is a big deal for you and you like all the romantic gestures and all that stuff, why get with a man who's not that? Like, because Alicia was talking about how he's not romantic at all, but she loves romance. And I'm like, that never made sense to me. If you know that you need romance in your romance, I mean, get with a man who's romantic. Like, I can't get with a dry man, right? Like, so I need a man who's romantic. I just feel, when it comes to Alicia and Billy, I have my thoughts about that. Alicia, take your time. Take your time about this marriage, girl. Like, please take your time. There's a lot of red flags there too, with the money situation, the house situation. He's not romantic, but you want romance. I'm like, God bless. God bless. Just go for what you want and stop settling and say you have somebody, because there's no, like, I don't know, it's weird to me because people are not going to change who they are. So anyhow, he says that he wants to have a re-proposal while they're here in Block Island. Alicia says that she loves how she says that Billy knows how much she loves fairy tales. Her proposal was anything but a fairy tale. She was 8 months pregnant. She was sick, couldn't get out of bed. And she kept hearing, Alicia, come down here. Alicia, come down here. She says that she goes downstairs and he has the ring on a dresser and he didn't even get on one knee. I said, what kind of proposal is that? Like, just a mess. I said, y'all were already messed up from the beginning. She says that she has so much mucus. She couldn't even say yes. She had to have a fudgesicle, and she went to bed. That's how she got engaged. That's a horrible engagement story. You're on bed rest, 8 months pregnant. He has the ring on the dresser, and you had to have a popsicle out the fridge because you have mucus. Can't even say yes. A mess. A hot mess. A mess. So now Gary says, I like that. You're going to hit a home run with that idea of doing a re-proposal. Every time I hear about a re-proposal, my mind instantly goes to earlier this year when Fantasia's husband re-proposed to her at one of her concerts. Let's just move on from that. We'll be here all day. If you were in that live, you already know how we cut up. That was a fool. That was a fool. A mess. So now we get back to the women under the cabana, and Rulla says that she's happy to be here. And now Rulla brings up Liz and Joellen's heart to heart. Liz says it went fine. So now she says she's asking Rulla if she wants to say anything to Joellen. And Rulla says if I were to say anything, it would be about the video that she showed you guys at the castle. She says it's nobody's effing business. Let me handle my own business my own way. Girl, if just say you want to stay with the man despite him being a cheater. So now we see Alicia, Rosie, and Joellen. They're talking, and they're talking about Rulla, of course, right? So Rosie says, they're talking about the party, Rulla's party. So Rosie says, yep. She said that we told them about the video. Rosie says that they both said that it was fake. Brian came out and he said the same thing, that the video was fake, that the date was fake or it was wrong. And Alicia was like, yeah, he was about to blow his load at the party. So Joellen's like, wait, what do you mean by that? Like, he was about to come? So Alicia's like, no, like he was about to blow his shit. That's what I mean. So now they start laughing about that. Joellen says, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be the fall guy for this. She asked me for proof. I got her the proof. Brian wants to deny it. Why talk stuff about me? Rosie says it's between calling her husband unfaithful or you a liar, and she's going with calling you a liar. So now Rulla said, we get back to Rulla talking with Kelsey, Liz, and Ashley. Do you see how forgettable Ashley is? I always forget that she's on this cast. Like, it's really no shade, but like they overestimated Ashley being on this show. I know that Ashley made for good TV on The Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, but on Housewives is giving Disney Channel. I mean, Ashley got like 3 seconds in this episode. A non-factor. No shade. The Ashley girls, see that those are the sirens right now saying to get her off the screen, honey. Ashley stands, I don't want to hear it. I don't. Ashley can be a friend of, honey. Just, I forget about her all the time. Oh, you know she's going to be hanging at the end of that sofa at the reunion, honey. You already know. So now, Rulla says, Kelsey says, it's really about you calling her a liar. She's proving to you that she's not a liar. So Kelsey says, I think that you guys should talk. Rulla says, we tried talking and it's been more of the same. It's been more of the same because you don't want to hear what you don't want to hear. That's it. So now Rulla says, I don't know if I'm ready to talk to her. Maybe you guys can relay the message. I love Liz ate with this. Liz was like, no, girl, you can relay your own message. Go and talk to her. I'm not getting involved. We're not getting involved with your mess. You're a grown-ass woman. Go talk to Joellen. So now we're at the hotel and we see that Kelsey is in the penthouse. Liz also has a fabulous room as well. And everybody else is in the main house. So we see Joellen and Gary in their room. They're unpacking and they're talking about the whole mess with her and Liz and her and Rulla. So she says, me and Liz took a walk. I consider Liz like family. We're good. So she says, she brings up Rulla and she says, I understand if Rulla wants to brush aside the affair, but what you won't do is blame it on me. Gary says, yeah, she does push off the affair like it's not a big deal. He says, yeah, I don't appreciate her and them calling you a liar. So now we cut to Rulla and Brian in their room. Brian's talking about, we have so many memories here in Block Island. We went on our first date across the street. He says, we're strong. Our kids are strong. Sir, you are still actively involved in your affair. For you to sit up there and say that we're strong, the kids are strong, the family's strong, our marriage is strong, you need help. Like, this is really sad. And every time he kisses her, there's no chemistry. It's so robotic. He has to force himself to kiss his wife. A mess. So now it's time for Alicia and Billy's, it's her re-proposal. So he's taking her down the steps to go outside. And Alicia is afraid of steps. She says, I have a fear of steps, a phobia of steps. She says, when I was younger, her mom dropped her down a flight of steps. Now, I will say, when it comes to walking in heels, walking down the steps, I have to walk. I don't want anybody near me. I like to be by myself. I don't want anybody behind me. I always get you get nervous. You're in some really high heels. I always walk on a slant and I'm holding onto the banister for dear life. So I get her thing when it comes to walking in heels on the stairs. I get it. We see each other. So now they're outside and Billy has a cute setup. There's some rose petals and these 2 chairs. And she's like, oh my gosh, Billy, I can't believe this. I don't know when the last time he did a romantic gesture. I was just like, these loveless relationships. Because what do you mean you don't remember the last time your husband did something romantic for you? Or let me be quiet, because before I get, marriage is hard work and it's not all rainbows and sunshine. I don't want to hear from the struggle of girls. I don't want to hear from the girls who are happy just to have a man and they haven't kissed their husband in 20 years and haven't gotten a flower since 1983. I don't want to hear it. But I'm just like, girl, a mess. Alicia and that man are cohabitating. That's what it gives. That's what it gives. And I'm not trying to be funny, okay, but I felt the same way. I didn't think that this re-proposal was that great or romantic either. The roses were dry. I mean, that was the saddest bunch of roses I've ever seen. They were limp on their last leg, two little beach chairs. It gave picnic, it was a chop. Child, that's cute for middle school. Yeah, there's more romance on the Love Island dates. I agree. There wasn't a new ring was unacceptable. I agree. It was very low effort, weak attempt at redemption. I agree. Child. So now, mind you, everybody in the main building can see them, in the main house can see the re-proposal going on outside, and they're all cheering for them. So Billy says, I know at times we're like two ships in the night. We've had an interesting journey. I'm not getting any younger. What kind of proposal is that? I'm not getting any younger. I've always hated that. Who sang that song? Like Jagged Edge. I always hated that song. Like even as a kid, like I hated that song. I never liked that Let's Get Married song. Like what kind of lyrics are those? And you see so many people like loving that song. It's like, are you okay? Like nothing is romantic or cute about that song. We're not getting any younger. We might as well just do it. Like, are y'all all right? Like, let me be quiet. That might have been somebody's wedding song. So let me just be quiet before I upset the girls who love that song. Let me be quiet. God bless. God bless. Let's just move on, y'all. I wasn't blown away by this proposal at all. So Alicia says, I love that Billy's listening. She says, I feel like we're destined to be together. I wouldn't have stuck around for this long because a lot of guys like me. So Billy was like, what? Why would you say that? She says, well, now hold on. Because at one point, Alicia says in her confessional later on that she was never excited to marry Billy. And I said, oh, that's telling right there. And it seems like now she just wants to have this big grandiose wedding. Because for her to say, I never had this urge to marry him. I said, oh girl, Alicia, God bless. This is a mess. I feel the same way. It was a hotel's proposal package, basic level. That was real basic. Alicia, you have options and still remain with Billy. I agree. Alicia, girl, bye. I agree. Alicia's bored. Yes, I think so too. She does not want to start over. She's comfortable. I feel the same way. They are 50 and ready to settle. So now we have Alicia and Billy inside. They're at the bar. And Rosie and Rich come down and they both hug them. They're like, oh, we saw the whole thing from our window. Congratulations. So Rosie's like, oh, did you get a new ring? Alicia says, no, I didn't, but I do want a new one. I want a ring so big that I want my hand to fall off. So Billy's like, that's going to be on your wedding day, babe. I said, you waited 10 years to re-propose to her. You could have gotten her a new ring now, but I guess. Billy seems tight with $1. It kind of gives real tight. He has her by the purse strings. So now we have Joellen go off to Rulla's room. Mind you, everybody else is downstairs at the bar congratulating Alicia and Billy. So we see Joellen knock on the door. She walks in. It's kind of awkward. They're making small talk. They're discussing Alicia and Billy's proposal outside. And Joellen finally says, I wanted to come and talk to you and clear the air. I'm not trying to overstep, but you did ask me, hey, can you show me proof of him cheating? And I did. Rulla says, I think it was the way it was portrayed. She says, when I was on my deathbed and everybody was at the castle, if the situation was reversed, I would have spoken to you one-on-one. Rulla, you were not on your deathbed. Like, I love a good dramatic moment, but girl, you were not on your deathbed. You had a cold, you had a headache, you were not on your deathbed, you were not clinging for dear life. Okay? Like, just the dramatics of it all, when I was on my deathbed and stop. Please. That's like how I always switch up the story about Samad's story of how Samad told us about his friend's boyfriend who bought her the fake bags off Canal Street, and I'm going around twisting the story up saying, oh yeah, he bought her 1,000 fake bags for $100. And he put it in a burlap sack and it's dumped it on the floor. Now she's sick. It went from 5 bags to now 100 bags to now 1,000 bags for $50, and now she's on her deathbed from the common cold. Please, a mess. So anyhow, Joellen says, to me, Brian keeps saying that I'm a liar. I don't want to keep being called a liar when I know that I'm telling the truth. Rulla is like, do you think that you've been truthful about everything? Joellen says, I do. Rulla, just wave the white flag and surrender. Just say, you're right. You're telling the truth. Like, you're making things worse by still trying to act like Joellen is in the wrong here. So we now cut to Gary pulling Brian aside. He says, I don't want to make a scene, but my wife is upset because you keep calling her a liar. There's a video of you doing whatever you're doing, and now you want to call my wife a liar? He says, hold on. When Brian looked Gary in the eye and started stuttering and was like, no, because I did what I did. I effed up. I don't know if it was, middle age, a midlife crisis, or hormones. I did F my family up. I did step out, but your wife, she's not lying. She's not lying. I cannot stand how shifty and shady and weird Brian is. You have all this mouth behind everybody's back, but when you step in front of Gary, you want to talk right. That's how I know you're not all the way crazy. Because the way you know that Gary will beat that, to a pulp. Because for you to sit up there, you were talking real different. Last week, it was, oh yeah, Ho Ellen, she's a liar. I can't stand her. She's like gas station sushi. Now all of a sudden in front of her husband is, oh yeah man, because no, you're right, your wife is right, it's all that. It's all that. Now the cat's got your tongue, you can't speak. He is a coward. He is a coward. I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. He's a loser. Rulla, you are married to a loser. He is a loser to the fullest extent. And Gary, I wanted you to say to Brian, I'm going to need you to walk over to my wife and apologize to her in front of me. Because there's no way you keep calling her a liar behind her back, behind both of our backs, but yet you want to sit up there and say to me, oh, no, yeah, man, no, she's not lying. Then now it's all that. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. You said, Brooke, you're going to be on Rulla's list now. Hey, I don't care. She needs to be embarrassed. Her husband needs to be on her list. Clown. He needs to stop talking poorly on women and admit that he's the one who's effing his marriage up. So now Brian and Gary are good. And now we cut back to Rulla and Joellen in Rulla's room talking about the mess. So Rulla says, Joellen says, I'm not here to hurt you. I want to help you. You wanted proof. I have it. I gave it to you. Rulla says, instead of picking me up, I've been broken down all summer long. I don't want to see this video. I don't want to know about this video. Why give myself headache and heartache? anybody can fake a date or a timestamp. Girl, just get out of my face. I am so sick and tired of you. I mean, this is real. This is levels of insanity that I have not seen in a long time. You will not believe anybody. You know that man is cheating on you. You know your marriage is dead in the water. He's still actively cheating, but yet you still want to blame Joellen. You need help. Your mind is gone. This is crazy work. You can't just say, you know what? Me and my husband were wrong for calling you a liar. We're sorry. He was wrong for calling your job. That was horrible of him. And you can't just fall on the sword and say, you know what? We were wrong. We effed up. I'm sorry. You can't help yourself. Yeah, she is unreachable. So Rulla says, I don't know what you want to happen to me, but you don't know how I felt this summer. I felt like complete SHIT. Joellen says, you know, I feel for you. It will not be brought up again. So now her and Joellen hug. Joellen, you're nicer than me. I would have just walked out the room. There's no saving her. There's no helping her. She won't apologize for calling me a liar. I would have been out. She could kiss my ass. That's how I feel about it. I'm not sitting up here making peace with Rulla. Rulla, you know what? F you and your loser, no good, cheating husband. I don't have anything more for you. Do whatever you want to do, girl. You want to sit up there and still not take ownership and say, you know what? We're sorry for how we treated you when I know that my husband is the one in the wrong. Stop. There will be no hug. It is what it is. So mind you, as Joellen is leaving to go downstairs, Brian's walking up the steps. That man is such a coward if I ever saw one. When he couldn't even say, Joellen, can I just say something? I'm sorry. He just sat up there. He just excused himself and just kept walking. I said, you are a loser. You're not even a man. Because a man knows how to say, you know what? I'm sorry. You're not even man enough to say, you know what, Joellen, can I just say to you, I'm really sorry for what I said about you calling your job. That was wrong of me. You're right. I am still cheating. You know, I did my wife wrong. You're not the one to blame. That's all on me. You walked right past her, didn't say a word to her. You had your head down like a loser. I can't. Oh my God. I was so irritated. Yeah, he is a coward and a loser. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So now Gary is telling everybody at the bar that he spoke to Brian and Brian admitted that the video was real, that Joellen is not a liar, and that was him in that video right before the polo match doing what he was doing with his mistress. Alicia's like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Like, that's crazy. I can't believe that. So now they go outside to eat. There's a nice setup. And Alicia says to Liz and Jerry, I understand the whole Block Island love affair that you guys had because I just got re-proposed to by Billy. Mind you, they were in the penthouse, Liz and Kelsey and Bill and Jerry, so they didn't see the proposal going on outside. So Kelsey stands up and says, hey guys, I have this box. It's a game that I want us to play, and it's called the Clamshell Confessional. So Rulla says, I'm not a game person. I hate these things. I said, I'm sure you do hate these games because you know that your husband is a cheater. And you know that these games are going to expose the cheating that's still going on. That's why you don't like these games. Mind you, a quick side note. The food that was coming out while they were playing, that fresh lobster and the steam coming off, oh my gosh, those fresh clams. Rhode Island has been 12 for 12 with the spreads. Because, honey, this spread right here was it. That lobster sent me. I said, oh my gosh, that lobster was fresh. That lobster was fresh. So anyhow, they start playing the game. Joellen gets the first question. The first question is fun. It's, you know, who's more likely to have a safe word? You know what a safe word is. If you don't know what that means, Google it. Let's just move on because the chat will go another way if we talk about that. All right. They all say, girl, that's you. Like, we know that you and Gary are into some freaky stuff. I'm sure you have a safe word. So now Ashley reads a question. Ashley's question is, what's a quality that you wish you had? Ashley says, I would love to command a room with confidence like Liz, and I would love to have the friendliness of Joellen. Kelsey reads her question. It's what was your favorite moment this summer? Kelsey says the masquerade dinner when they were at Newport. Liz reads a question. Her question is, what's something you never told the group but probably should? Liz says, I tell the group everything. See, now hold on. It's funny how y'all pick and choose who can sidestep questions, because I know good and well that had anybody else said, oh, had given that kind of answer, y'all would have pressed for a better answer. I'm so sorry. That's kind of weak to say, well, I tell you guys everything anyway, so I need to tell you. You know good and well that there are some things that they don't know about you, girl. Like that was a really weak answer, Liz. You got off easy because they're all afraid of you and they don't want to challenge you. But that was a weak answer. I said, okay, girl, all right. What kind of answer was that? Exactly. It was tired and stale. So now Liz goes on to ask, Liz says, who should I give this question to? So they all say Brian. So Liz says, Brian, I should give it to you, but I'm going to give it to Jared. Jared, the question was, what's something that you never told the group? Jared went on a whole diatribe about how much he loves Rhode Island and being a Rhode Islander. I mean, can we get any more boring than that? Between that week trivia night where the questions were about Disney movies and Toy Story, and now they ask you a question, what's something that people don't know about you, and you talk about how much you love Rhode Island. See, but let that wait, hold on. That's the long and the short of it. Simple living. I don't turn on my TV for the simple life. I don't. I was like, what kind of answer is this? And he was really getting all revved up. He's like, I love Rhode Island. I'm a proud Rhode Islander. And I used to go to this coffee shop, and Kelsey and I both work at the same restaurant. And I just love Rhode Island, and Rhode Island till I die. Rhode Island will always have my heart. I was like, we don't care about, like, what is this? Disney Channel and Simple Living. No, thank you. Little House on the Water, honey. It's a sad day in hell when even Gina is doing better on OC. Listen, even Gina has a few pieces. God bless. God bless. So now, Alicia's question is, what was a moment that you appreciated this summer? Alicia says, I have a few. Pulling up to the castle with Liz in a vintage Rolls Royce, and then making up with Rosie after I tore her up. So now Rulla picks a question up from the box, and she's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to read it. Alicia says, read it. The question reads, what's the most embarrassing thing that your partner has done in public? So they're all like, oh my gosh. So you have Alicia saying, oh, that's God. That's God. I mean, you got that question. Oh, that's God. That's God. Alicia had to be drunk, because Alicia, the way she was just running her mouth at the table, I was like, Alicia, please, girl, it's enough already. I said, Alicia, talk about, that's God. That's God. He wanted you to pick up that question. I could not stop laughing. Because even Billy was like, Alicia, honey, like, calm down, like, enough. So Rulla's like, you know what? I'll give that question to Gary. So Gary says, well, honestly, Joellen does not embarrass herself much. So now Kelsey reads another question. And the question is there another person who will stab you in the back and then smile in your face? So Kelsey's like, Rulla, do you want to answer this question? Rulla says, well, that's tough for me to say. Earlier this summer, I might have said Joellen, but we have talked a bit. Honestly, I wouldn't say that. Out of this whole group, I hope that nobody would do that. We need to get past my story, though. Alicia says, I'm glad you said that because we all have your back. So now they all toast, right? So we have Brian give this speech out of nowhere. And he's like, I know I'm not proud of everything I've done, but I am proud of this woman and how she handled things. And I want to thank y'all for making us the most popular couple. See, that's how I know that there's some form of illness or psychosis. For you to say that you guys are the most popular couple, are you ill? Because it's out there that you're cheating, there are videos of you, that makes you the most popular couple. And honestly, Rulla should have busted a plate upside your head when you said to her, I'm so glad this woman right here, she stood by me and she was strong to carry it all. I feel sorry for women who have men say that to them. I promise you, I'm out the door immediately. I mean, for that man to play in your face and then say, well, you know, she weathered the storm with me, you know, through the ups and the downs. And the downs, why are the downs always cheating? Why are the downs always the man was cheating? And Rulla, if you are going to stay in this messed up marriage, I hope that you get yourself a side piece. I feel like if women are going to stay with cheating men, then get a boyfriend on the side too. Because I'll be damned if I'm the one staying faithful and you have somebody on the side. We'll both have somebody on the side and then reconvene, you know, when we feel like it. But I'm not going to be staying in any marriage where it's going to be a one-sided cheating thing going on. No, we're both going to have people then. You have your person, I'm going to have my person, and we'll still be legally married then. But this is wild to me how women sit up here and accept this treatment for men. I can't stand it. It really makes me sad. It really makes me sad. He is sick. Well, I hope she gets the strength to do so, because I'm so tired of men doing what they want and women sitting up there being the dutiful wife while their man is out there cheating and running around. And a lot of this stuff would stop if women got their lick back too. A lot of this stuff would stop. I'm so tired of women acting all goofy, sitting up there being, you know, oh, the long-suffering wife. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's not a compliment at all. He's just pretty much saying how you've been a big dummy for him while he was out there doing his thing, and he's still doing his thing. Yes, thank you, friend. We see each other, because that's the long and the short of it. We're exactly. We see each other very much so. We're both outside if that happens. Exactly. Just a mess. Rulla better call up Bolo. She better. Thank you. Thank you, Jameer. But she has it in her to stick around and stay with somebody who couldn't be faithful to her. Exactly. I don't understand that. I'm just so. I was really irritated by him saying that he's proud of her by how she handled things and sticking by his side. That was horrible. And the delusion to say that we're the most popular couple. No, you're not popular at all. It's losers. You're a loser, sir. You're not popular. You're a loser. So now Rulla says it's been an amazing summer. She says the ups and the downs, and now she starts crying. You know that this summer has been hellish for you. You told Joellen that in the room a few hours ago. So why are you lying and saying that it's been an amazing summer when it hasn't? Because your husband won't stop cheating. What are we like? Who are you trying to convince? Yourself or us? Like what's going on here? No, because I'm just tired. I'm so tired of the BS. I really am. I'm exhausted. So now she breaks down crying. Alicia's trying to comfort her. She's like, it's okay. Everybody goes through it. Nobody's life is perfect. Everybody doesn't go through it. I mean, yes, we all have trials in life, but not the same trials. So I said, Alicia, sometimes it's best to not say anything. I can't stand when folks put everybody in it. Oh, we all got stuff. No, babe. Some of us have great lives and don't have a whole bunch of pain and drama and trauma. Stop including all of us in the trauma, Olympics. Nobody's life is perfect. That's a way to cope to me. I hate when folks say that. It always sounds like it's a way to cope. Or like when people say, oh, well, they might look happy on Instagram, but in real life, no. Sometimes people do have good lives and they are happy with their lives and they're not faking. That's a way to cope. It's always like jealousy and I don't like that. If you have to say that to feel better about your life and your situation, you need to work on yourself because everybody's not struggling. Everybody's not faking. When you hear people say, oh, people only have X, Y, and Z because they're in credit card debt. No, some people are rich. There are people out there who are just rich. There are people who do have money. It's just like, if you got to say all that, then you have to cope. That's a way of coping. Yeah, it is. It's jealousy and projection. I can't stand when folks say that. Don't sit up there and lump me into, I don't do well. Don't lump me into bad news. My life is great. Don't sit up here and say, oh yeah, no, we all got pain and we all got this. No, we don't all have pain. We all don't. So please stop saying that. I was annoyed. Alicia kept saying that. Yes, our problems are not the same. Exactly. Exactly. We have this. We all see each other. Stop all that we stuff. It gets me so annoyed. Yes, who is we? Exactly. Yes, honey. Yes, that's right. We don't share the same miseries. Let's talk about that. That's the truth. That's the truth. Yes, honey. Okay, who's we? I ain't no bloated lobster or desperado bird. Okay, it's true. Yes, honey, we all nothing. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Exactly. So, honey, I get so annoyed by that. I get so irritated by that. That bothers me so bad. So now you have, and I kind of felt like Alicia was going overboard because at one point she was like, Joellen, tell Rulla how much, you care about her and, and how we all have problems too. And even Billy was like, Alicia, please let her work it out with her husband. You don't have to include yourself in everything. Alicia, I like you and all, but you were doing a lot during this scene. I just, that was kind of bothering me badly. So now we have Brian. Oh, I do love how Rosie and Rich both say, Joellen, it's not your fault, it's his fault. Joellen says, thank you. So now, mind you, we have Brian whispering to Rulla. He's like, I love you, and I can't believe how strong you are, and how you put your ego to the side and your pride to the side for the good of our family. Hold on. That man would have gotten it today. That table would have been flipped over. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? When he said you put your ego and your pride aside for the good of our family? Absolutely not. My blood was boiling. I could not believe he would say that. Rulla, you should have punched him in the face when he said, I was livid for Rulla. I couldn't believe that he would say that. I could not believe that man said that. I was so angry. I could not believe him. That was disgusting. The audacity. Teresa would be proud of me on that day. Oh, for sure. Honey, it would have been like that to the extreme. Yeah, Brian said, I love that you let me cheat and you're so delusional. He pretty much said that. Exactly. Say that again. He has no shame. He couldn't put his selfishness aside for the good of their family. He's another Juicy Joe. You said nobody's life is perfect. That's a fact, but using it to dismiss Brian's cheating is not the move. Yeah, but again, don't include everybody else in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't include, and also, who is anybody to say somebody's life isn't perfect? If somebody thinks that their life is perfect, then hey, to them it's perfect. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like people, in my opinion, people generally use that, especially on social media. People say it a lot because they're jealous of what they're saying. If somebody has nice clothes, a nice car, a nice partner, then don't believe what you see on Instagram because they could be miserable behind closed doors, or they're in credit card debt. The only reason, or they're scamming. People use a lot of that. Nobody's life is perfect to cope with jealous feelings. In my opinion, I don't believe that it's usually not said in a good way. It's usually said as a way of jealousy, in my opinion. So I don't like when folks say that. Don't tell me what my life is or isn't. In my eyes, my life is perfect. It's great. Don't tell me that it's not. You get what I'm saying? Like, who are you to say that to me? That's just me though, but I digress. But yes, using it to dismiss Brian's cheating. Alicia was really losing me with that. Alicia was really pissing me off with that. Yes, don't project you want company to your misery. Exactly. Exactly. Brian humiliated Rulla. It was cringy. Yeah, no, it is. Perfection is subjective. That's true too. That's very true. Biomiss, you have me screaming. Yes, it's my story to tell, not yours. Exactly, honey. Yes. Come on. No, my life is mine and yours is yours. Don't speak on mine. Okay, we see each other. We see each other. Yes, that's true. But it's a way to settle for less. Nothing's ever perfect. Yes, people do use it as a way to settle. Like, you might, nobody's perfect. Nothing's perfect. So you might as well just settle for scraps. Because nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. Life's not perfect. So you might as well settle. That's what it sounds to me. I don't agree with that. Honey, we see each other. Alicia was getting me annoyed with that. Yes, I felt the same way. Honey, that was a word. That was a word, honey. My life is mine and yours is yours. Don't speak on mine. Come on. Speak on that. Don't put a word curse on me. If you don't like your life, that's fine. But don't sit up here and include me in that either. Now that was a word. Okay? Yes, honey, speak for yourself. Yes, exactly. It's true. Rosie, Rich, and Gary were not here for that at all. They weren't. Rulla, get your man before we do. My tagline, honey. Yes, it's true. It's very true. Oh my gosh. Y'all have me yelling in the chat today. Yes, no, and did, honey, because that was a word. Let's be clear, honey. Don't speak on my life about what's not perfect and what's not. No, girl, my life is great. So talk about your life, honey. That's true. No, it's true. It is a passive comment. Yes, because that whole thing about nobody's life is perfect. That's a way to say accept scraps, accept nonsense, because nobody's life is perfect. So you might as well just accept that, because who has it's a very that's the best way to say it. It's a very passive comment. I don't like that comment. I agree. That's honey, that's a word. No, it's true. No, for real, right? Didn't it give? It did give very much that. Okay. No, our words are powerful, honey. So listen. All right. Oh, the common denominator is the consequences of choices. Yes, that's what it is when people say that. Yes, exactly. My life is beautiful and praise God. Don't speak curses over people. I agree. Yes, I strive for the best in everything. Exactly. I read that in Nini's voice. Yes, honey. Oh my gosh. Alicia can't even get her name on the house. I wouldn't take her advice. Exactly. No, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what it is. Because people, we'll talk about this another time, honey. It's the truth. Yes, Alicia's accepting what Billy's doing. It makes sense why she would say that. Yes. All right, y'all. Let's get back on track. Yes, it is sour grapes. It is sour grapes. Very much so. So also, I'm wondering, has Alicia dealt with cheating from Billy, because for Alicia to say that we've all gone through that is giving that, did he step out? That's what it gives. When she says that, I would not be surprised if he cheated and she's, she forgave him. That's what it kind of gives to me. Rulla says, even in the most perfect situation, you don't know what might hit you in the face. You just want to know the people closest to you support you and have your back. Alicia's like, Joellen, tell her that, tell her that you have her back. Billy was like, Alicia, you're doing too much. Come on, like, just move on. Okay, so you all think that Alicia and Billy, there might have been some cheating going on and she dealt with it too? Yeah, that's what it gives. That's what it gives. So now Kelsey says, I just want to say something. The whole reason why I wanted to come to Block Island was for us to have conversation. We're all on the same page. Even Rosie and I are in a solid place. I love how Rosie looked at her like, girl, please. Even Liz says, Rosie, you don't look very convinced. And Rosie just laughs. So now we cut to their packages at the end. We see Rosie's package. Her house is currently 5,000 square feet and is currently under construction. And she still has no plans to have kids. Joellen's continuing to work, to get closer to her mom. We see her and her mom making lasagna with her sister. And she says, Joellen and Rulla have agreed to let bygones be bygones, but she still continues to talk to the mistress. We know that Joellen and Rulla right now were on the outs because they've been fighting all season long on social media, so they're not cool. Liz, we see Liz's package. Liz and Dolores are on a high after launching their menopause gummies. We see that they're welcoming a granddaughter. Remember how Liz's stepdaughter or her daughter was pregnant? They're having a baby girl. That I love that. And he proposed to her, so they're gaining a son-in-law. Very cute. Kelsey and Bill's relationship, I don't care. Her ex no longer pays her rent. Kelsey learning how to write a check for the. This whole helpless act, I feel, is just, I don't know. I feel like she's putting on for the cameras. I don't know. Kelsey and Bill, though, they do seem happy. God bless, honey. God bless. God bless. So now we see Ashley and Jared. They said that Ashley continues to rake in social media brand deals. She can't quite influence Jared to let Audrey's go. So it seems like Ashley is still the breadwinner in that marriage. God bless. We don't need to bring Ashley back. I'm just, no shade. Ashley gave us zilch, zero, zip. Yeah, honey, she's big mama. Yeah. God bless. The baby's cute, though. They were celebrating his first birthday. Kids are cute, but I don't need to see Ashley or Jared on my screen season 2. Alicia's working. They said that her and Billy are planning their wedding. We see Alicia working at Pizza Mama. Cute moment. We now see Rulla's package, and it says that she forgave Brian about the video, and she hoped to close out that chapter, but fall was not much better. So we see 1 month later, it's October of last year, and we see that Brian is on the news. He pled non-guilty to a misdemeanor domestic violence charge. He placed a tracking device on Rulla's car. Rulla filed a no-contact order against him. So we see that Rulla's at home. All the girls pull up except for Liz and Joellen. They're at her house with some goodies and treats, checking on her. And then we cut to Joellen at Liz's house. Joellen was so excited, honey. Joellen says, girl, we got to gossip. We got to talk. I brought a pie and some chocolates. Like, open up the wine. We got to talk about what is happening. So Joellen says, I texted Rulla that I'm so sorry to hear this. She didn't respond to me. Then I texted her again. And she sent me a one-word text saying TY, like short for thank you. Yeah, honey, Liz had the popcorn popped, the wine already open, honey. She was ready. So we get back to Rulla's house, and Alicia's like, girl, so what happened? Rulla says the whole thing's been so sensationalized. It's been so difficult. He was arrested for tracking me, which falls under domestic violence. It's considered stalking. She says, from things that Brian has said and things that she heard, she had a suspicion that he was tracking her. She says, I went to BMW and they said, we can't remove the tracker. You have to go to the police. So now Kelsey's like, so it wasn't anything physical? Rulla says no, but I did suggest that he seek out some deeper help for his own good. Whether we're together or not together. So Kelsey's like, can any part of you just acknowledge that Joellen was right about this whole thing? So of course Rulla can't do that. I said, my God, girl, the jig is up. The man is in jail. It's going to kill you to say that Joellen was right all along and had Brian's number. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why can't you just say that? It's crazy to me. Yes, honey, Joellen was vindicated for sure. True vindication. So, we cut back to Liz and Joellen says, I always had a weird vibe from him. He was always creepy. He is creepy. Those beady, shifty eyes, the way he's always looking like this. He just looks, just, stay away from people with beady eyes, especially men with beady eyes. They're not right. And that's Brian. Brian just looks like a creep. He looks like a weirdo. It's no shade. He's very creepy. He has very much a weasel, a lizard person. Nobody's rejoicing over anybody's misery. We're just saying that, you're tracking somebody, you're doing crazy stuff. You need to be under the jail, period. Okay. He's a serial cheater. So, I don't have sympathy for serial cheaters. So now, wait, what happened? And some of y'all really take me out by saying that we don't rejoice in people's misery. Let's move on. I was talking about Joellen. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about me, child. I said, all right, child. I said, all right. I said, child. I said, it's about to get testy in here, honey. Oh gosh. Child. Thank you for clarifying, friend. Thank you for clarifying, because I was just like, child, don't do it. Don't do it, honey. Don't do it. Don't do it, honey. Brooke was ready, honey. I just said, listen, honey, listen. Can we talk about that for two seconds? I think we would all be lying if we said that we didn't get a kick out of somebody who did us wrong when we hear that they've fallen into misfortune. I think that it's we got to be honest. I'm all about honesty. We would all be liars if we said that we never got a kick out of hearing that somebody stole from you, or cheated on you, or cheated you, or violated you, or harmed you, or your family, stole money from you, hit you, harmed you in any which way. If you find out that they did something bad happened to them, we would all be lying. People who are evil, people who harm, kids or elderly or anybody, we would all be lying if we said that we don't get a kick out of. I mean, that would be a lie to say that would be a lie. I'd be lying if I said I never got a thrill out of. We can all be. I am very honest about that. I'm not going to sit up there and lie and say that, please. we're not going to sit up here and lie. So that's why it's so funny to me when I hear people say, oh, I'm like, y'all need to stop. Because all this about Housewives, when you know that if, let somebody at your job say something to you, you're holding a grudge about that for 10 years. So in your real life, you know that you do relish if you hear bad news about an enemy or somebody you don't care for. So let's not act all high and mighty about Housewives, because in your real life, you are still holding grudges and wishing bad on people who did you wrong 15 years ago. So, okay, listen. So, I'm just, listen. But yeah, I don't think she was gloating. I don't think she was, I didn't think she was gloating though. I don't think she was gloating. I think she was saying, see, I'm right. Like, you see, this man has been up to no good. He was still cheating on her, and he's look at what he was doing. I think it was a way like, see, I'm not lying. I don't think she was gloating. It was more of like, I've been vindicated. This man is still out here on some BS. Can y'all listen to me now? That's what that was, in my opinion. Yes, she actually did lose her job because of Brian. Exactly. So she was feeling vindicated. I agree. Oh, because listen, Biomiss, I can't read it out loud. The Dom Perignon will be popped. All right? Because they saying, uh-huh. And it's even biblical, because even in the Bible, they say the people rejoice when the wicked perish. Okay? So it's going to be all sorts of, listen, all right. It's even in the Bible about the folks be happy when the evil folks go. So yes, honey. Listen, honey. Listen. I will be in the streets all the way, honey, in Canada, honey. Listen, honey. A jamboree, honey. What? We gonna be what? Listen. Thank you, Biomiss. When I tell you I love you down, honey, I love you down. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. Listen, don't be acting brand new about no gloating, okay? Listen. Oh my gosh, honey. You think that we were celebrating hard in New York over the Knicks? Baby. Listen, honey. Okay, we talk about, listen. Yes. Listen, honey. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. Congratulations and happy birthday for sure. So, listen, honey. Listen, Empress. Thank you for the super chat. Exactly. Okay. So, let's talk about it, honey. Let's talk about it today. All right. Let's talk real talk today. So we see each other. Yeah. Listen, honey, we are banging pots and pans. I'm hanging. What? Listen. Stop playing. Okay. Drums and all, honey. Okay. We all going live, honey. Okay. Oh, the people in Oneida making spoons. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all better stop. Oh my gosh. Honey, one band, one sound. Lord willing, they're saying it. Lord willing, honey. The day is drawing close. Lord willing. We gonna be what? And don't let it be before the live show. We really gonna be cutting up. One band, one sound, honey. Listen, when I tell you the other day I was saying that, I said, all right now. I said, Lord, all right now. Come on. The tambourines are going to be going. Don Julio will hate to see me coming, honey. Listen, honey. I have my outfit ready, honey. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all better stop it. Oh my gosh, honey. No. Oh no, we know that. We know that Satan is waiting with bated breath to welcome him in for eternity, honey. Oh my gosh, y'all, please. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. Yes. Yeah, sure will. Sure will. Oh, yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait, honey. Can't wait. They gonna be slapping five and roasting and screaming in pain and torment forever. Yes, yes. He sure is, honey. He sure is. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yes, honey. Forks and plates for the repast. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all have me screaming. Oh my goodness. I'm not playing with you. I am not playing with you. You have me in tears. I am not playing with you. This comment has me weak. Y'all have me in tears right now. Please. Oh my gosh. Y'all need to stop it. I am in tears. No, you did not. No, you did not. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all have me in tears, please. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all have me. No, y'all please don't do this. Y'all have me in screaming. Oh my goodness, honey. Yo, let's get back on track, honey. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Y'all have me in tears, y'all. Please. Yes, honey. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Y'all got me in tears, y'all. Please. Yes, honey. No, yeah, he did. Biomiss got the chat started, honey. Ooh. All right, y'all. Where were we? I forgot where we were in the notes. We're in like the last 2 minutes, mind you, of the episode. Joellen says, he was a creep. I always thought he was weird. F. Brian. I heard that the mistress picked him up from jail. What a mess. Joe says, I wasn't lying, so keep calling me a liar. So now Liz says, I don't think she knew. Now, Liz, you contradicted yourself because earlier in the episode, you did say in your confessional that you believe that Rulla does know, but she wants to be in heavy denial. So which one is it? She knew or she didn't know? So now we're closing out the episode. Rulla says, when it comes to Joellen, it's hard because it's so sensitive. Girl, shut up. Like, please just shut up. This man has been dragging you to hell and high water, and you're talking about it's still Joellen's fault. Like, oh my gosh, give it up. Give it up. Rosie pops open a bottle of champagne, and now Rulla says, I've been so stressed out. I'm happy to be out of the public eye. Everything in the media is about abuse. She says, to this minute, I still want to know why he did it. I kept asking him. He kept dancing around the question. I want to know, did he just want to know when I was coming or approaching the business? Did he think that I would ever drive by that person's house? I actually don't even know her address. Rulla, yes, that's why he did this. He wanted to track your whereabouts because he wanted to make sure that, A, you didn't come home when he was effing the mistress in your marital bed. Two, he wanted to know that in case he had the mistress at his office, that you didn't pull up on him. Yes, it was a way to track your whereabouts to make sure that you didn't catch him in the act with the other woman. That's it, and that's all. Yes, boo-boo the fool, no duh, exactly. Yes, Brian even told her, I'm glad you put your pride to the side. How embarrassing. She already knows. Why are we explaining basic concepts now? I don't know. I think Rulla just wants to hear herself talk. That's what it is. Rulla the fooler, truly. She was tracking him. Why would Rulla even say that? She definitely pulled up on her. Make sure she don't pull up on him rubbing feet. I agree. I think she's pretending to be stupid on this, to be honest. Why didn't he just download Live 360 on her phone? Why do all that? Oh, yeah, and we don't care about this storyline, to be honest. Slower than a parked car. I agree. So now, Rosie's like, well, how have you been? What about you? You've been through a lot over this last year and a half. He embarrassed you. He couldn't even stop cheating on you in the summer. Now he's in the news for tracking you. What are you going to do? So Rulla says, I don't know. And that's where the season ends. And we are done with Rhode Island. Yeah, again, this finale episode, it was cute. A little yin around the house. They could have kept this. Like, they could have kept this. I wasn't moved. This episode was just okay. You know, it was a weak. This was a weak finale to me, in my opinion. Spoiler alert, charges were dropped and she's back with him. Yeah, congratulations, happy birthday. That's all I got. A great franchise, but the finale was a dud. So, again, Rulla didn't give us much. That last scene, they could have kept it. Like, Rulla gave us nothing in that scene. She said nothing. Hopefully we get more at the reunion. So that's all I got, honey. That's all I got. Yeah, the finale fell flat. The season was so good. I agree. Yeah, it gave regular episode. Can you rate the reunion looks? From what I saw, I didn't really love them. I'll do an in-depth one when we get to the reunion on Sunday. I'll do an in-depth, like we'll talk about that when we do the review for the reunion. But from what I saw, off the top of my head, I wasn't blown away by the looks. Yeah, very much first season tease. Kelsey's look at that blue that she had on. It was pretty. It gave Windsor no shade. Update, the charges were dropped. They were first season reunion looks very much mall chic. I agree. Oh, at the end of the day, they're MAGA and MAGA can't dress. Kelsey looked good. Yeah, Kelsey looked good. For her dress was that blue sequin, right? It's like a dark, that royal blue, very pretty blue. Prom 2014, very David's bridal. Rosie's not MAGA. I haven't watched the Shamia interview yet. We'll have to talk about when I watch it. Rosie's in the comments saying her household is Democrat. None of them wowed me. Yeah, none of them wowed me. Kelsey's just reminded me of Wendy's, but in blue. Wendy Potomac. I remember Wendy was definitely one of the best dressed for this reunion. I forgot what the dress looked like, though. It was red. I remember she looked good. Okay, so yeah, I guess Kelsey probably is best dressed then for this reunion. Not that does not surprise me at all. Her demeanor at the premiere party gave that, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, okay, she had that latex or with a fabulous boa coat. Yes, thank you. It's the same dress. Kelsey isn't touching Wendy's stolen funds dress. Wendy's red and a boa. Okay, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it, and then I'm going to go live tomorrow afternoon to talk about like the summer house, talk about West being fired and all that stuff. So I'll talk about Shamia in the interview tomorrow in tomorrow's live. Hey, okay, Indeedy, thank you for the super chat. The last episode did not feel like a season finale. It didn't. It didn't feel like a finale episode at all. It felt like a regular filler episode. It was kind of boring. Hey, Damon Jones, thank you for the super chat. Brian is a horrible liar. He crumbles when Gary asks him one question. So how is he a great liar to Rulla? You know what it is? He's not a great liar to her either. She just wants to be in denial and delusional. She always knew he planned to force her to leave him. She just doesn't want a second divorce. That's very sad. Hey, Darkchild99, thank you for the super chat. Brian was quivering. Beefcake, Gary still on business as usual. Joe Ellen's a lucky woman. I agree. I really like Gary. I like Gary and Joe Ellen together. Hey, Devonta Franklin, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I wish I could come see your live show, but I start nursing school next month. This was mid finale, but overall great season. Yeah, this was a very mid finale. Yeah, overall great season, but a very mid finale for sure. And congratulations on starting nursing school. And Lord willing, I will have more live shows, Lord willing. So hopefully this will not be the last one. Hey, Rich the Fish, thank you for the super chat. Talk about which barista got you working till 2 a.m. at a cafe, Quagmire. Ashley's just as boring as her husband. They better spice it up next season. Not Quagmire. Hey, Darkchild99, thank you for the super chat. Did y'all see Kelsey's man? He's ready to go off. And wait, what part? When she was writing the check or at the table? Hey, Darkchild99, thank you for the super chat. I'm still lost. Did Rulla go to the cops before confronting Brian, or did she go after confronting him and he neglected to remove the device? Oh, I don't know. She didn't tell us that. We don't know. We don't know all that. Hey, Empress Eve, thank you for the super chat. I moved to Canada because of him. It'll be the biggest party, I swear. Listen, honey. Listen. Maybe the first husband cheated on her too. Damn. Ready to go off at the table when Brian was speaking. Oh, I didn't even catch him. I felt like they didn't even show Kelsey or Bill at the table really for that last dinner. I feel like they hyped up that dinner scene, and that dinner scene did not give. Like the commercials were like, and don't miss the explosive finale. And like they're at the dinner table and it's all dramatic and Rulla's crying. Rulla cried for like 2 seconds and they were all laughing. Like it was not the dinner scene that I thought. That did not need to be a supersized episode. That episode gave very much filler. It did not need to be a supersized episode. They were trying to give SLC and flop. Yes, I agree. The dinner was a flop. They hyped up Kelsey too. They did. I like them together too. Joellen has a mouth on her. Gary is great. Yeah, it was lackluster. It was. Yeah, she did say that she tracks Brian. Kelsey and Billy were cracking up. Kelsey's storyline was the biggest flop. I agree. The whole trip seemed cold and uncomfortable. Yeah, it did. It just seemed like a bus. And I was like, it's no shade, but that's how you know that they give all the new franchises a really weak budget for that first season. Because you couldn't have taken them on like a cast trip. Like you guys couldn't have done you could have done what? Like Maine, or you could have done, something else. Like everywhere was just stuck in Rhode Island. Like you couldn't do a trip to DC or like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just felt like they could have done, that would have been cute. They would have done like a weekend trip to Cape Cod or Nantucket. That would have been cute, but like Block Island right there in Rhode Island, Newport. It's like we couldn't have left out of the state, The budget was small for Rhode Island. Oh, it was Kelsey's trip. Didn't expect much. I was shocked when it was the finale. They couldn't, yes, like we couldn't have done Nantucket, yes, or the Hamptons. Yes, honey, Martha's Vineyard. Yes, honey. I mean, they're right there. I mean, Rhode Island is right next to Boston. So they could have easily done Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket or Cape Cod. Is it that's all on in Massachusetts. They could have gone. I mean, I don't know. They could have done a better job with those cast trips. The lack of a trip was weird. I agree. Like they kept it local so we could see the state, honey. Yeah, give us something somewhere else. I agree. The budget was definitely $225, but Jared loves Rhode Island. And y'all are so petty. Yes, they do. Y'all are so petty. They could have went up right to New York and saw a Broadway show. Yes, they could have. They did. Well, they went to. Well, they didn't even do Boston for the day. They did that for the night. They went to go see Rich perform, and they came right back to Rhode Island. So like we didn't even get like a real Boston excursion. Like I don't know. It was just. I don't know. Like yeah, they could have done a better job with the. Oh, unfortunately, it's very Rhode Island to not leave Rhode Island. I'm screaming. A Brit Edie budget, honey. Ciao. Oh, you have me yelling. This season feels incomplete. It does. They should have went to Potomac. We can use Dolores's check for a cast budget next season. The budget was very tight. It was tight. Like this budget was giving that they were unsure of how well the show was going to do. This budget gave, we're not sure about you guys. And we're going to give you guys, I mean, this budget was non-existent. They didn't even come visit Dolo in Jersey. Oh yeah, we could have gotten that. That would have been nice. I thought we would get that. We didn't even get that. Maybe if they have more episodes. That Wendy budget, honey, it just looks so cold. I would have even accepted a trip to Florida. I agree. Just go somewhere else, child. I feel the same way. Potomac is Potomac is very nice. It was yes. It was. It was very like no. That's the right way to put it. It definitely gave that. That's exactly what it was. Like, honey, we are on the fence about you. Very much so. Like we don't know. Yes, honey, a lunch stipend, honey. Oh my God. Similar to Pinky's budget for her show. Oh my gosh. Hopefully the budget is up next season. Yeah, no, they got great ratings. They got great ratings, so I'm sure the budget will be up, increased. You said they got that just in case budget. What if the cast appears on the next season of New Jersey? Oh, I could see that. If Dolores hosts a party and then she has them come, I could see that. A demure budget, very mindful. Oh, absolutely. This. Oh, I thought the season was great. I thought it was a great season. The finale was a flop to me. You didn't like the season? Oh, yes, a very functional budget that barely gave them bus passes. Who do you think will come back in season 2 most changed? Probably Rulla, maybe Kelsey, because I'm sure Kelsey's not happy with the fan reaction to her. They didn't go to... Oh, yes! They could have easily gone to the Jersey Shore. Because remember, Dolores did bring up the Jersey Shore in one of the episodes. They should have done that. I mean, yeah, that would have been cute. That would have been fun. The budget said maybe, honey. Really, I enjoyed the season. Liz, I can see Liz being most changed. The season was great, but the finale needed more. I agree. They edited some stuff out. Something was missing. Kelsey was already switching it up in the finale. Yes, she was. The season was phenomenal. The finale was a bust. I agree. I think the real wealth made up for it. Mine is Jared. Alicia for sure being the favorite. The season budget was a flop, in my opinion. That's what I meant. Oh, okay. Yeah, the budget. Now the budget, but the season was good. Yeah, they might have a Jersey crossover season 2. I agree. Giving SLC season 6 finale. Oh, yes, it kind of did. Like, yes. Wait, what was... the finale for season 6 of SLC, that they were in Greece. They ended it on vacation. Yeah, that it was a bust. The budget gave, we may have to dip into our savings, but the season was fun and cute. The trailer was okay. They were in a castle with some Rolls Royces. And also, I think it was clear to me that Liz paid for those Rolls Royces out of her own pocket. Something about the whole setup of that Newport trip gave that she paid for a majority of that trip out of her own pocket. That's what it gave. I hope the reunion will make up for this boring last episode. I think so. I think it will. Hopefully it will. I don't want to see another scene filmed at Audrey's. I don't either. Yes, it was the play. They had that play about themselves and they all fell out. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, Potomac's last season ended on a dud too. It felt incomplete. Yes, because I was so mad. I was told that it was 18 episodes. And when I told y'all, the next thing I know, it's chopped down to 16. Potomac was not supposed to end in Colorado. We were supposed to get 2 more episodes of them coming back to Potomac, another event where they sound off all their grievances. So when they ended it in Colorado, that was a shock. I don't know why they did that. That was really weird. That was a last minute decision. I don't know why they did that. I think, you know what it was? I think Wendy's trial is the reason why they chopped Potomac out of those 2 episodes, because they were trying to keep everything in line with when she went back and forth to court. I guess they wanted to make sure that they were, they had everything together. But yeah, it was really weird. Like, it was supposed to be 18 episodes. We didn't need the Karen. Yes, it was Karen coming home early, and it was Karen coming home early, and it was Wendy's court dates were in January, and Andy wanted to get the reunion in time before he was nervous that she might go to jail. So he said, let me just get her a reunion immediately. So they had to cut the season short because of Karen coming home early and Wendy potentially going. A mess. Yes, I was upset that it ended at a gas station. Same here. So they need to stop picking up the cameras when things happen. Just address it at the reunion because it wastes time. Yes, I agree with that. But I think in this case, Andy was afraid that, because if we had gotten the 18 episodes, that would have pushed everything back. And I think Andy was nervous that, because remember, they filmed the reunion in January. And that's when Wendy's court date was. And they were afraid about what if she gets sent to jail and we can't get her at the reunion. So I think that he said, let's chop this season, chop these 2 episodes off, put the Karen check-in in, film the reunion immediately next week. So that way we have her in case something happens. I think that's what it was. Yes, it was very noticeable. The experience is still there for you, Angel. Yes, it was Wendy and Karen's that made them cut the season. That damn breezeway. NBC probably told them no about pushing it to the right the first week of January. Yep. Karen's interview and Wendy's case together caused the season to be cut short. Yes, plus the VPR ratings went up when they started picking the cameras up. No, they ended up airing Wendy's episode of Wife Swap. Ending the season with the ladies at a gas station and Angel clutching the wheel. A mess. I know. And then think about it. Whoever hosted the last party, I'm sure they were annoyed because their party wasn't shown. So you spend all that money for your party to get cut out. Ended it at a gas station to have a dramatic effect. A mess. A hot mess. But honey, the way Angel held on to that steering wheel for dear life. She was gripping that thing, okay? That episode was so foolish. It was. Oh my gosh, yeah. Karen's birthday party was cut, and I know she was mad. Yeah, she spent all that money on her birthday. She spent like 50 grand on her birthday, and it was cut. I know she was pissed. They didn't, and what really pissed me off was they showed her birthday in the trailer. They kept showing her birthday in the trailer. And then for them to cut it completely out was really weird. That made no sense. Yes, I'm sad that she's not coming back either. I feel like Angel deserved a second chance. She was definitely warming up to the cameras. But you know what, though? At least I hope she's at peace. And who knows? Maybe her experience for a season 2 wouldn't have been great. So get out while you're ahead. They started filming Ultimate Girls Trip in January too. Oh yeah, that's true. And Giselle's on the Ultimate Girls Trip this season. So it makes sense. Yeah, they want to make sure that they had enough time for everything. Maybe another franchise. She got her own show about her business. Yes, she did. She did. When it comes to Potomac, rejection is protection. I agree. She doesn't need the show anyway. I agree. Yeah, I feel the same way too. Yep. She's got her job at home. I agree. Reality TV is not for everybody. She already won with her family. I agree with that. They would have bullied her relentlessly. I agree. Her show is airing on, wait, what channel? What channel is? Wait up. Oh, it's called it's a digital media platform called Homeworthy. Okay, nice. It's going to be streamed on the Homeworthy YouTube channel. So that's really nice. So good for her. Good for Angel. You said HGTV. I'm not looking forward to seeing Juan's roommate again. Good for Angel. Well, I will say, though, Robin is going to be a friend of, and she does have a storyline, though, because remember, she left the show beefing with Candace and Wendy. So that will be interesting, seeing how her and Wendy interact. They probably will have a sit down. She left, Monique and her on the outs. So that will be interesting to see how if her and Robin, if Robin and Monique click. Robin does have some built-in storylines, I will say. I'm not watching Potomac. The title is called House of Ease. Oh, I love that. That's a great title. Robin won't be giving us what Cynthia is. No, I agree. It's going to be boring. I see Robin thriving as a friend of like Cynthia. I prefer Robin over Kay and Angel. That is a great title. I like that. Giselle does not need to be fake and nice to Wendy now. No, yeah, well, they're saying that she's not. Remember the blogs? Shout out to the Jasmine brand. They have reported that Wendy had to take some time off of filming because they're being really horrible to her. So, what a mess. What a mess. What a hot mess. So, Godspeed. So, just a mess, honey. I think it's sad that people fall for the okey doke because you had to know that she was only being friends with you to keep the show, and she didn't have her, she didn't have her minion there. So, yeah, Robin will also be whacking Wendy as well. Exactly. And oh yes, and Monique. So hold on. The blogs are saying that Monique, Giselle, Robin, and the other one are a new little they're a new little group, and that Monique is against Wendy as well. Now, isn't that horrible? Monique was doing all that talk last season about, oh, she wanted to get to know Wendy and and be friends finally. And so yeah, I don't know why anybody would think that Monique's going to choose them over Giselle and Robin. She would give her left arm to be friends with Giselle and Robin. That's her life's dream. That's been her life's mission. Okay. Even the pastor read her for filth because of her desire to be friends with both of them. So, a mess. You said, Brooke, you got me watching. Oh, Potomac, I'm the only one excited now, and I'm caught up. Oh, I'm screaming. I'm glad that you're caught up on Potomac. Child. Yeah, she's in a corner all by herself. Yes, honey, she's finally in cahoots with Giselle like she always wanted. Exactly. Yeah. I am screaming. This is so clever. Jennifer, I am screaming so loud. I am screaming so loud at your comment. Oh my gosh. A mess. That's exactly how she views her. Wendy was ready to throw Stacey under the bus at that reunion, so she'll be lucky if Stacey sticks around. I agree. Stacey will be her lonesome this season. I hope Potomac will be canceled. They're not changing the formula. Child. Yeah. It's going to be a hard one for Wendy. Not one ally, maybe Stacey. It's very sad. So, Wendy, and it's evident that Stacey's having a hard time because Stacey did an interview talking about how evil Giselle is. So that tells you right there. So it's like, I feel sorry for them. That's tough. And we know how Giselle, she can whip those women around and make sure that nobody talks to you and ices you out. So that's going to be really tough. So God bless, honey. Wendy's over there in a corner all by herself. Allegedly, according to the blogs, it's a tough season for her. So God bless. God bless. Karen will be on the fence again. Oh, you know it. Karen doesn't stand for anything. I'm looking forward to seeing Stacey. Stacey can only read them down so much before she gets worn down. I agree. Listen, when I tell you I'm no longer emotionally tied to Potomac. I have fought the good fight. And you saw the things that I got, so I'm done. So if they bust each other upside the head, you will not worry about me crying out about any fill in the blank here, fill in the blank there. Yeah. I'm gonna just watch the show, and it is what it is. You will not have me rallying the troops, talking about it's this or it's that or that's not fair. No, these folks are where they want to be. God bless. They're getting their check. If they were so pressed about the treatment, they would quit the show. So, yup, you saw the things that I got, honey. You saw the things that I got. So if I could do it over again, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have sat there and said, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." So, so, yep. All I'm gonna say is interesting and roll over and go to sleep. Okay, listen. If I could do it over again, I would not have been so rah 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 about anybody. So I will not never, honey, not never. So I do too. So I'm gonna just watch the show. I'm not gonna be talking about how low folks are going. It's gonna be, oh wow, that's sad. Oh wow, okay, all right. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got, honey. That's all I've got. Oh my gosh. Yep. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Did I see that? She did? When? Was this recent? I'll listen to the episodes in the background while I'm cleaning my house, honey. Yeah, honey, exactly. So what else is going on? Exactly, exactly, exactly. Okay. Yeah, that's very much so, honey. Yes, Devil Wears Prada, Miranda Priestley. That's all. That's all I've got. So no, she did not. She said she wished her luck. Gonna give Jared vibes. Yes, I let the world turn. I'm not getting invested. Exactly. Ciao. 92 is taking me. Okay. All right. All right. Listen, Jameer. Listen, God bless everybody, honey. God bless everybody. Yep, all I have is thoughts and prayers. I'm running out of thoughts. Same here. You said I want to boycott Potomac, but I can't because we barely have any Black Housewives shows. I know. And sometimes I just have, you know what, I'll save my thoughts about that for the live show. But I have my thoughts. I have my thoughts on things, on why things are happening the way they're happening. Because I'm just kind of, I'm wondering about a few things. Like, is this intentional to have it, and then only be down to two? You get where I'm going with it? You get where I'm going? So Potomac is a love-hate relationship with me. Godspeed, God bless. We also ain't blessing no mess, okay? Shout that prayer, hit the ceiling and came back down. God don't want you tying up his line behind. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. We're going to save it for the live show, friend. Mm-hmm. You say you're in the area and know better, that there are better people than what they're giving us. It's infuriating. Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. Yeah, God speed, God bless. It's no longer any mess. Yeah, I can't wait either. I cannot wait for the live show, y'all. We are literally a month and a day away. July 17th at 9:30 at the Green Room 42. If you have not bought your tickets, definitely buy your tickets now. We have 17 tickets left. How exciting, y'all. So it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great night. I'm excited, y'all. We do. We do. We do. We do. We do. We do. We'll talk in the live. We'll talk at the live show. We'll talk more in depth about that. Almost. We have a few booth seats left. Thank you. Yeah, we are almost sold out, honey. Oh, please take Instagram questions in advance for us streaming from home, like Rulla. Oh, you want me to, I guess, answer some questions for the live show? Oh, if you're live streaming. All right, yeah, okay. If you want to send some questions in that I can read. Ciao. Jalen, we'll talk in private. We'll talk at the live show. We'll talk at the live show. Jalen, we will talk at the live show. Okay? So we will talk. We will talk. And y'all make sure that if you have, because there will be a Q&A segment at the end. So if you have any questions, like good questions, write them down, save them for the Q&A. Icy, we'll talk. We will, ICJ, we will talk. Listen, Icy, we'll talk. I see your comment. We will talk in private at the live show. Mm-hmm. We're gonna bring up the tambourines for a sold out show. Yes, we are almost there. We are literally 17 tickets away. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Yes, please, a lot of behind the scenes questions for sure. How about your community posts on your YouTube channel? Oh, if you want to like leave questions there, okay, should do a channel lore trivia at the live show. Is there a virtual option? Yes, there is a lot. You can watch the live stream. The live stream tickets are available too. Hit the link in my description box. The tickets for the live stream option are there as well. Oh, thank you all so much. Yes, I am excited for season 2 of Next Gen NYC. Yeah, I think that show has so much promise. Like that's a really good show. I went back and rewatched season 1. And then with the drama going on in this new season, I think I think that Next Gen NYC definitely has promise for sure. Will there be a Disney trivia at the live show? You know I'm screaming. Yes, I'm gonna be asking y'all, what is the piggy's name? What was the piggy bank's name in Toy Story? That's gonna be one of the questions. Oh my gosh. Let me catch up with season 1. Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's good. I think we're in for a treat. We're in for a treat. I think that Next Gen NYC definitely has promise. Oh, hold before I forget. Did y'all see the sneak peek for Heather Gay's daughter's show about her time on campus? She goes to the University of Miami. And I think her show is going to center around her pledging a sorority. I said, bravo. The fact that you are cutting left and right, but you threw money behind this. Go watch the trailer for it. It was taken off of somebody's iPhone. They didn't even try. You saw it, right? I don't even know if you could call that a trailer. It was definitely a preview. I was like, wait, what am I watching right now? I was shocked. I was shocked. Melania's arrest. Yes, I heard about it. I'm so confused on what happened. Child. Listen, that's what I'm confused about too. I have no idea. Yes, I thought it was a part of the Next Gen NYC. No, I haven't seen it. Glad I haven't. God blocked me from seeing it. I knew not to question him. The streets are saying it might be Louis. What? I don't even know the girl's name. Child, let me tell you something. I'm in shock and her show is premiering soon. I'm in shock. I'm just like, of all the shows. And now we're getting another show. They've greenlit that show, Texas Wives, and the lies and lives of Texas wives. It's about it's about these wealthy women in Texas in a very wealthy community, and it's some mess and the marriages and all this stuff. I'm like, and we already know what that cast is going to look like. It's not going to be a chocolate chip in the cookie. So I'm just like, we already have Housewives. Like, I don't feel like we need like these like fake Housewives shows. We already have the Housewives. We don't really need like other iterations of Housewives, if that makes sense. Yes, it does. Mm-hmm. Yes, girl. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, my God. Yes, same with the city. Mm-hmm. Not one chocolate chip. I know. Yes, it does sound very much so. It does sound like that for sure. Yes. Child. We'll talk in person. We'll talk in person about that at the live show. Why can't we get the Real Housewives of Houston? Mm, I think they tried and it didn't work for whatever reason. We will not be watching. He said they did it. They did it for Chicago. They tested Chicago twice and it just didn't work for whatever reason. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Um okay, you have me on the floor. You have me on the floor right now. You have me on the floor with this. Charlotte would be a nice city. Yeah, I think so. I think oh yeah, Charlotte could be another. I feel like Charlotte, if they did do Charlotte, it would have to be diverse. And I wonder if they did Charlotte, would they get Fantasia? Because Fantasia is from Charlotte, and right, isn't she from Charlotte? Or she lives in Charlotte now? Yeah, maybe do something in Charlotte and have Fantasia be the head housewife for Charlotte with that husband that re-proposed to her. And we can hear all about the airport dates. Oh my gosh, I will never let that go. I will never let that go. I would love Charlotte. Chicago neighborhoods are too segregated. You guys are so fun. I'm from Chicago. Oh yeah, I used to live in Chicago. Um I think Chicago would be a great city. I I think if I had to guess, I think that I had heard they were filming for Chicago and it was an all cast and it needs to be a diverse cast. Um yeah, I don't know. For some reason they just won't do Chicago for whatever reason. I don't want to hear the words airport or date in the same sentence again. Oh no. Brooke, you play all day. They can post the episode as soon as the 20. Oh my God, as soon as the 23rd after the super chats clear. You guys are terrible. Y'all are terrible. Y'all have me screaming. I agree. I agree. Chicago does need a predominantly black cast. I agree with that. Yes, Millie. Millie, we'll talk. We're gonna talk in private, just you and I. We will be talking in private at the live show about all of this, okay? Did you see that producer put out an emergency casting call for Atlanta? Really? They're doing well. I mean, this cast is doing well. We'll definitely pass on Charlotte. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Yes. Hey, okay, Indeedy. Thank you for the super chat. Meanwhile, Miami is on pause. If I speak, okay, listen. Listen, Linda, it don't make no sense. There might be 3 housewives not returning then. Yeah, I could see that. Yes, it was a rush casting. Probably an emergency call to substitute Pinky and Kelly. Oh, I didn't know that. They're already casting for season 18 already. Yeah, I think that Shamia and Kelly are definitely gone for sure. For sure. When is Miami coming back? They're on pause, honey. They're on pause. Listen, 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 honey, because at any moment, every time she comes on that screen, all I can think of is Bellevue. I'm not trying to be funny, but she gives a back away slowly tease. Somebody call Bellevue to come get her. you just back away slowly as you reach for the doorknob to bolt out of there. Because her behavior's just been so erratic. Good, Shamia and Kelly need to go. Not a tag in and a tag out. Dang, I thought Miami was off pause. No. Oh, no. Y'all better stop. Brooke, every time you grab that imaginary doorknob. Oh my gosh. Unlock the car and run as fast to your car and drive away, honey. Giving the boot to Miami, but giving chance at a chance to Roni. I agree. Oh, I wonder if K Michelle even had fun at the skating rink. They didn't show her much. They didn't show her. I feel like they barely showed the event. Like we didn't see them really having a good time. It was just like we saw 2 seconds of them skating, and then we saw them dancing, and then that was it. Back into the bushes like Homer Simpson. I don't want to hear any more about plots, schemes, and bankruptcy. Same here. Yes, I feel the same way. Roni's moment has passed. Let it die. I feel the same way. I think that it's enough already. We don't care. We don't care. They just want to beat a dead horse. It's okay. Roni's moment has come and gone. It is all right. Oh, no. Jarvis is a voiceover actor from Central Casting. I guess Jessel and Cy are coming back. Jessel and Cy, I guess, are the only, that's the only flavor. I just saw Cy was filming her intros. Brooke, please read Bougie's comment. Wait, what happened? Wait, Bougie, what did you say now? Wait, what did... Wait, hold on. Wait, what did you say, Bougie? What was... Hold on. Wait, what was the comment? Yeah, who cares about Roni? Devin is a black friend of... Oh, I don't know who Devin is, though. No, they fired her. They let her go. Yes, Erin is coming back. They can't seem to get the Roni cast right. How can we not enjoy a show in New York? I agree. I'm pretty sure one of the new ones are black. Devin Simone is a friend of. Devin Simone is a friend of the new season. She also appeared as a matchmaker for Luann in season 13. I mean, it still does not ring a bell, but okay. I mean, you said she's some more diversity. Well, that's good. Jesus, I said Kay was in the bathroom having conversations with herself about how they're plotting to make her fall at the rink. I'm screaming. I'm so happy they got rid of Uba. I thought Erin's going to be in charge of the girls, but she flopped. People say she did the challenges. Isn't she the girl from the Real World Brooklyn? Whoever that is. Matchmaker, Luann is still single, so clearly she's not that good. Devin has a good personality. She's a good hire. Wait, hold on, y'all, because I'm like, who are y'all talking about? Oh, she was on the Real World. Oh, for some reason, I don't like, okay, yes, okay. She was on her face, yes, looked familiar, yes. She was on the Real World, Brooklyn. You were right. I never watched the Roni reboot. She's not new to reality TV. Did I talk about the next gen premiere party? I may have missed it. No, I didn't talk about it. I was going to save it for the live show. So I'll just save all my stuff for the live show. I'll just talk about, well, I mean, yeah, I guess I'll save it. Yeah, right? Why not? I mean, it was a really good time. I will be talking about it. I'm gonna, because I have thoughts. So I'm gonna save it for the live show. So make sure to tune in either in person or buy your live stream ticket, honey, because I have my thoughts, honey. But the premiere party was a 20 out of 10. I think that the budget has been increased tremendously. Like, they are pulling out all the stops for the premiere parties. We'll talk. I'm gonna leave it there. We'll talk more on July 17th, okay? But it was a really good time, a great time. You said, wait, hold on. I might check New York out. I'm here for anybody on this cast, child. Okay, same here. I think she'll do well. She's been on, I was looking at, she was on, I guess she's a matchmaker now because she was on Sherry Shepherd's show, I saw. So I said, oh, okay, so that will be interesting. Will Riley have many scenes per your conversations with them? I think so. I believe so. Like, there's a lot of drama this season. There's a lot of drama this season. And she's married. Okay, nice. You were, yes, honey, I sure was. I sure was, honey. Oh, yes, honey, the money was spent. Oh, good. You bought your live stream ticket. Oh, I'm so happy. Brooke Dem was a black woman in the real world. Season that had her name was Caitlin. It was in Brooklyn in 2009. Oh, I didn't watch her. The real world, like, I wasn't like a big watcher of the real world. So I didn't even watch her season when she was on in 2009. But thank you for letting me know. The trailer did not show a lot of Riley. I was asking Riley about this season. I feel like I got some really interesting answers from all of them. I think there is a lot of drama that's happening. I will say that some people at the party, some of the castmates were clicked up while others were on the sidelines. And I feel like that was very intentional. I'll just say that. And I'm wondering if it's like certain people are iced out. That's what the vibe of the party gave me with some of the cast members. And I'll leave it there. So I'll leave it there. So I'm like, and they were all like, yeah, just like, just keep watching. Just watch. You'll have to watch. So I'm like, yeah, like some of the interactions, I was like peeping, and I was like, are you guys all getting along? Like, who's beefing with who? They couldn't really tell me, but they were just like, you'll see. But I just noticed the interactions, like who was talking to each other at the party and who wasn't. And I was like, oh, okay, got it. So never works on these shows. It doesn't make for good TV. That girl probably still not washing her hands. Yeah, Gia's still there. I was talking to her. That's a shame. She was pleasant. I spoke to her. She was pleasant. I have to say, Gia was pleasant. Amira is really sweet. I had a good time talking to her. I was like, okay, girl, tell me, like, who's beefing with who? Are you in the drama? And she was just like, giving me some, letting me know, like, who's like at the center of the drama and that there's a lot of drama going on. No, the baby mother was there. Like, his new baby mama, who he has the kid, little baby with, she was there, and she brought the child. Yeah, she's still there. We'll talk. We will talk, honey. Probably. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what the consensus was. Mm-hmm. Like I think it's like a lot. Yeah, it's definitely he's definitely at the center. Yes, she was there. Yes. So Brooke Shields wasn't there, but her daughter was there. Yes, Rowan is going to be on the cast. She was there. She is really sweet. She's really she's lovely. Very just like a very sweet, kind person. Um Georgia, the one who doesn't wash her hands, she was not. I have to say, she was pretty cool too. Like she was nice. She was in the videos of us. We were dancing up on the tables. She was dancing on the same table that I was. Yeah, she was. She was pretty cool. I'm not going to hold you. She was cool. Oh yeah, Brooke Shields' daughter Rowan she's very sweet. No, I didn't shake her hand. I did not shake Georgia's hand. I did not. No. Uh-uh. I did not. And it was funny because I was like, like, you still on that BS with not washing your hands? And I asked everybody in the cast, and they were just like, yeah, child, you'll see. There's more where that came from with her not washing her hands. I was just like, my God, a mess. But no, I did not shake her hand. I'm gonna always ask the questions. Brooks, and why would you ask me that? Yeah, she proudly does not wash her hands. I only watch because of Riley and because Brooke and Chris watch it. Yeah, shout out to Chris. C Diggy One here on YouTube, honey. He did really great reviews. He recapped the whole season of Next Gen NYC. You couldn't even touch anything near me. Exactly. Oh yes, I keep Kleenex in my purse. I keep hand sanitizer, lotion, a mirror, my compact mirror, like blotting pads to make sure my face isn't oily. I'm prepared, honey. I always have hand sanitizer, all of it. Are you still not washing your hands? I love being black so much. Honey, I have wet wipes, wet ones, hand sanitizer, the whole nine. Yeah, listen, everything. We black people have all the things in our bags. No, it's true. Very yes, listen. Shout out to Nikki. Yes, they do. They do. Yes, minced gum. Yeah, you gotta have it all. A little cash, a lip liner to retouch the lips, lipstick, lip gloss. Child, you can never be too prepared. I'm gonna buy a hazmat suit. No wonder that pandemic lasted. I always ready to wipe a table down. No, it's true. I still wouldn't touch Georgia. Listen, I'm screaming multiple glosses. Yes, floss. Yes. The same L'Occitane, that shea butter hand lotion. Yes, I always have gum. I always have gum on me. I always have gum, Tic Tacs. Always a fresh pack of gum. Always. We have everything in that purse. Yes, no, I feel like my hands are always getting dry because I'm always washing them. Yeah, I think it's bizarre. Like she doesn't feel any shame. And that was a big storyline last season. Riley was like, girl, you didn't wash your hands? And she's like, no, I don't wash them. And then she tried to act like Riley was being aggressive and mean to her. And Riley's like, that isn't sanitary. Like you need to wash your hands. Like that's how you get sick. So the way she spun it on Riley, like Riley was in the wrong, was crazy work. When I walk up at the meet and greet, can I get a stick of gum? Sure, you can if you want to. I mean, I always have gum on me. How is that going to be your story? Like, yeah, she is. She is. Such a weirdo. Yeah, she does. And probably doesn't even bathe using a washcloth. She probably washing her body with just her hands. And not even a bar of soap. Might just be standing under the water with nothing. It's terrible. Yup, Charlie made Riley out to be some big scary beast that other girls are scared of. Yes, he did. She doesn't wash her hands. It's sick. It's disgusting. Yes, very, very much so. I wasn't close to her like that. But no, I didn't smell anything. Thank God at the party. Maybe she took her yearly shower for the premiere party because she didn't want to be written up about or talked about. The water probably doesn't even work. Jesse, I'm screaming. We're talking about women who walk in the bathroom barefoot. Oh my gosh. You said, based on this, I can already see I'm going to be raising hell for my sis Riley after this season. Yearly shower is wild. Now, Brooke, not yearly, honey. Not written up, honey. No loofah either, probably. Just a mess. But yeah, we're going to talk because I have thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts about the premiere parties in general. I have a lot. We're going to talk. It's going to be some good conversation, honey. Again, y'all, we're going to have a good time talking. We're going to be talking in private, just you and I, honey, on July 17th. We're going to be talking, honey. So I can't wait. But guys, I'm going to end the live here. I will see you all tomorrow in the afternoon to talk about the Shamia interview with Carlos King and a few other topics, okay? But I'm going to end it here, y'all. I am going to see you all tomorrow, and we're going to have a good old time chatting, all right? All right, y'all. Guys, it's always a good time. We'll be here all day, honey. Because I listen, y'all, I can't give it all away because I have to leave some stuff to talk about for the live show. So don't be mad, honey. I'm saving a lot for the live show, honey, because trust me, I have things to talk about and get off my chest, and we will be talking. But guys, I love y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your evening. And I will see you all tomorrow for hot topics and all that good stuff, okay? Bye, y'all. Thank you all for joining me and cutting up with me today. Always a good time. All right, guys. Bye.